Oh, Dota.
Trent's just like, kill me.
Kill me now,
Please.
everyone.
And
Work. Please work.
I'm excited for that part where it bugs out again, and it
Yes.
screams the 10 seconds left in our ears.
10 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining. 10 seconds.
Wait. 10 seconds still remaining.
Thank God no Warlock. Praise
Yeah,
Jesus.
seriously.
Praise the Lord.
How about
It's-
no Veno either? Get rid
It's
of
funny
that
how
piece of
fast a
shit.
hero just totally falls out of your favor.
Underlord
like,
ban.
Oh,
There has to be
Warlock.
like
Cool, guys.
there's no offliners. They have to ban Underlord.
seconds.
It's very
Yeah, if
important.
DC has done any homework on this tournament, which they haven't, they should ban Underlord. You're right.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't
Alright.
think
You gotta
DC's
get
gonna
your
pick
team on- You gotta
Underlord,
get your
but
team on point, Shannon.
yeah,
He's
MSS
100%
has
win
played-
rate, right?
Reserve
He's 5 for
time.
5.
Perhaps
He lost.
Underlord.
He lost the one
Radiant
game in the
team
first series, I
back.
believe.
I think somebody did lose.
Did he?
Or was that Arc Warden?
Well,
That was Arkwarden.
We've definitely seen Arc Warden lose.
Well, he's banned now, and
I
there's
thought
the Underlord
Underlord-
ban.
I'm pretty sure Underlord won all these games.
Yeah, you're probably right, actually.
Two
Same
of
with
them for
Jakiro, which
MSS
is also
playing.
an NP hero.
All right, no Warlock.
All
Bat
right.
Riders banned,
Radiant
so not
team
that.
pick.
And of
Naga,
course,
oh my
Folks,
god.
remember,
Wow.
you can see the community bans up top. Oh, OD was banned out.
Yes, it was one of the other two cores besides Drow Ranger that was banned.
Ah, okay. So
Oh.
Naga first pick. All right, well, nice and safe, probably a carry, but, there's that flexibility there.
Thank God we only have to see this in one of these
10
teams.
seconds
In this
remaining.
first
Yeah,
one,
that's true. That's kind of unfortunate. You come to any game against NP,
5
gets banned first
seconds
phase, but then
remaining.
there's elimination mode. Haha.
Got him.
Yeah, got him good this time.
Reserve time.
Idiots. All right.
DC
So,
thinking hard about this, Shannon. They're pulling
You
out all the
wanna-
tricks.
They would. What do they pick here? There's still some good
There's tons
offliners
of
in the
stuff.
pools, and not
Yeah.
like something you pick very often, but there's still some.
I mean, I don't even know if you go for an offlane. You can just dual lane. Doesn't even matter.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Wait, are these
So a
bans
hero
right?
that, huh?
I thought Darkseer was... Yeah, Darkseer should be there instead of OD. Am I not refreshed? Let me see.
This might be the most updated
You are
one.
not
we have.
Oh,
refreshed.
I was not refreshed.
You were not
Okay.
refreshed.
Radiant
All right.
team
I was-
GG.
I was ready to call
team
shenanigans.
All
on
right, there
Vika.
he is.
Clockwork.
Clockwork.
That's the.
He was like
that's
the best
offlane hero.
offlaner left, right?
Yeah, that's like your only choice, dude.
I mean, he's such a shit hero.
Moon
I bet we'll get
Mander
an NP
Clockwork.
Spirit Breaker. I can see
What's
that
wrong
coming.
with Clockwork? He's great.
Eh,
He's so
the clock
clunky.
change is really. Eh.
It could be
Dude.
position 4, but I
10
doubt it.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, they'll pick Shadow Fiend with it probably if it doesn't.
Yeah,
get
that's
banned.
what everybody's been doing,
5
huh?
seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
DC's gonna pick Lifestealer.
Try to remember the game we cast yesterday, which was
Yes.
they picked the
Yes.
Clockwork, and then they had like 15 stacks of Necromancer, and then he died to first blood. It was the most unfortunate thing.
It
for
was
Shadow
so much
Fiend.
effort. Poor Madara. He was going mid with it.
I mean, they still wait. No, they actually lost that game, didn't they?
Yeah, they lost.
Wow,
No.
that's crazy. They were crushing the lanes though.
Radiant
Yeah.
team back.
Ooh,
I don't think they're dropping out. I feel like NP is so well set up. I don't know. This is just ridiculous whenever they get Naga because they're so good at it with support too. And then like Mirana's still in the pool, so I guess DC will probably ban that. But then we still have the Undying. We still have that Train Protector they've been playing really well. We still have the Spirit Breaker. I guess it's easier to kind of predict what NP is going to do just because we've seen
10
so much more of them
seconds
compared to
remaining.
DC.
All right.
5 seconds remaining.
What?
I'm trying to remember what game it was. The
Reserve
DC
time.
played Clockwork and Ursa. I think it was at the summit,
Dire
and
team
they were
back.
just hard countered by like four staffs. It was actually it's
That
one of those
sounds right.
games that was so frustrating. Like even if I wasn't a fan of DC or whatever affiliated with them, it's just so frustrating to watch
Radiant
because if you're
team
playing that, you want to kill yourself.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was gonna say DC should be banning some offlaners, and they banned Darkseer. I don't know what their last ban is gonna be though. What do you take away from NP? Like, what do they really enjoy playing besides
I mean,
Naga?
I think right now you need to be scared of easy setup
10
wombo
seconds
combo.
remaining.
Like, I'd be tempted to ban the Mirana. I think that's something they like to pair with the Naga because it's easy
Oh, you're
setup.
right. Yeah,
remaining.
You've
They-
already got this sick disruptor where you can just
I mean,
song
they
into
play-
perfect ult every time.
They play Mirana like every game anyway. So
Yeah.
you should definitely ban it. They banned the Undying, which we talked about.
It's a good.
That's their
combo
other big hero though. They play that so much.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do. They do.
And it's also
And-
good with Naga. It's set up. You get the tombstone down. It's
It's not fun.
dirty.
I don't know, but for DC, I'm not sure what they're gonna pick. Well, besides the
10
Shadow Fiend, if
seconds
they.
Hey,
remaining.
if they're gonna
gang,
go
with
for
all
that.
these offlaners banned, maybe we'll see
5
Phoenix played a little
seconds
bit. Dual
remaining.
offlane with the bird. Hey.
Yeah, why is that hero? That hero's like never picked anymore. I guess it's not very good right
You
now.
know what
Reserve
hero is
time.
actually pretty good?
What?
Is Brood.
Oh yeah.
Don't say that. I don't
Forgot
wanna-
about the offlane brood.
I don't want to
No,
hear
I,
that. That's
I
like
hope we don't
if
see
we
it.
have a
It's just-
Naga
It's
and a Brood in the
okay.
same
I don't
game,
even know
I'm
if it's
done.
that good, honestly.
Naga and Brood in the same game, I'm
No,
just
no,
I'm
what I
done.
meant is in EM it should theoretically be good once
In,
heroes
I
start
think like
getting
game
banned, right?
3, yeah.
Yeah, game 3 for sure.
Radiant team.
I mean, NP can also still just grab
There it
Centaur
is.
here. Yeah, there's the SF ban.
They could.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, NP's been playing a lot of Centaur.
Centaur is still available. Night Stalker can sort of be an offlaner. Spirit Breaker can sort of be an offlaner. I mean, we've seen Puck offlane. Like, there is still a lot of offlaners in the pool. Like, even Nature's Prophet. Like, there's a lot of
Dire
choices.
team pick.
DC pick Mirana, which is pretty much
Okay.
an eye pick from
It's a
NP.
nice choice.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
really
so.
good.
And they've got good setup too. You got Cogs to lock people in. Lions set stuff up. Good burst damage.
Is Weehaw a notable Mirana player? Is
Yeah.
That, is that his jam?
Yep,
he's
TI,
good.
that's all he played.
Yep.
They went down with the ship in the finals.
10 seconds remaining.
Jesus.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, they got
5
very
seconds
stubborn with the
remaining.
Marana at TI.
Yeah.
And
I
then
think
they just panicked and picked Slark and Marana,
Reserve time.
and they switched up their roles for no reason.
I just think Spirit Breaker's so dope here for NP. I think it gives them the possibility of the 4. They might even run it as like a core and just create a bunch of chaos and give AUI the Naga that way, and then give them a bunch of space. Like, I'm still not even that worried about going full core Naga against Lion, Clockwork, Marana. I mean, this hero's just... Obviously, they run it super well, but it's just such a ridiculous split pusher.
If they somehow do support Naga, I think Slark is amazing for NP.
Yeah, jumping over the cogs. Yep. Purging off the arrows, some nice stuff there. Could also be that MSS Abaddon that we talked about too, right? Up against the Marana and the Clockwork and the Line. Aphotic Shield's pretty dope this game.
This is NA Dota, after all.
On NA servers, that's pretty much a guaranteed Abaddon pick. Like,
How have we not seen Venomancer yet? This hero is disgusting.
It seems like some teams just don't like playing Venomancer. I was going to call him Vanillamancer.
Vanillamancer sounds pretty good, too. I like that. EG's a huge fan of it, but I don't know
Yeah.
about these other teams, really.
Like, we see a couple of teams run it really successfully. It feels like some teams are just like, you know what, fuck
Pick.
that hero, fuck that play style. We're boycotting that shit. It's not us. We're not going down as Veno pickers. They take Omni Knight instead. I don't know if that's much better.
I think there's still Ricky and Bounty Hunter and Trinket Protector and Ogre, who are all very good heroes at dealing with that greedy Veno attempt. So I don't think you'd want to run that even if you're rating side right now for DC.
10 seconds
So this is
remaining.
likely MSS Omni Knight, I guess, headed to
Yeah.
the off lane. We've seen
5
this before.
seconds remaining.
I think DC takes Jug.
Into
Diffusal
Omni?
Blade.
Reserve time.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like, who else is going to buy a Diffusal this game? I mean, your Marana can, of
Marana
course,
can,
but then
yeah.
you
Marana's
deviate
fine.
off of your nuke build, right?
That used to be a really core item from Mirana that was picked up a lot.
Well, yeah.
from Mirana.
It just doesn't synergize with their Agnums now, though, right?
No,
Compared
Yeah,
to like
sure.
E-Blade.
It's after you get Ags, maybe you get an Ethereal Blade, you can start transitioning into that. But if you don't get the Diffusal Blade early, it might be trouble. What else is there that can go Diffusal?
Jug's definitely the big one.
Medusa, man.
Okay, you know a hero, I was going to mention this. This isn't giving away any information since nobody knows who we're scrimming, but literally every team we're scrimming is picking
Dire
Bloodseeker,
team pick.
by the way.
Mm.
The Bloodsuka.
Is it-
Yeah,
is
I've
it
seen him in
the
a couple of
Ags
EU
they can build?
games.
I mean, I've seen every single position so far,
Yeah.
actually. I've seen support, 4 position, I've seen carry, and
Liquid played that a
maybe
couple
a mid.
times
The
at
Ags is
Summit,
nasty,
right?
dude.
Man.
Yeah, so
It's
I think
so good.
I
It's
think
very good,
for the
yeah.
Boston Major, that's going to be
10
the hero that
seconds remaining.
emerges the most, actually, is Bloodseeker.
Bloodseeker at the Boston Major sounds
5
fun.
seconds remaining.
Anyway, that's a Chen pick for DC. I feel like I haven't
Hell
seen
yeah,
this
it
hero
is.
a lot.
We have
Reserve time.
I think he's another one that you'll probably see a lot more of too, just
Radiant
because
team
teams are like respecting the Chen. They kind of see that he can be brought out in a scenario where you see an opportunity to push early on in the game and you pick him later into the draft. Like he's kind of a common 5th ban right now too. Like we saw it in China. We've been seeing in EU too, where it just gets like, you know what, we really don't want you guys to just suddenly whip out a Chen, but NP wisely grabbing
10
the
seconds
anti-Chen
remaining.
hero,
Oh, Crystal,
Crystal
Maiden.
Maiden.
Boy, is she
Like all
pretty
she's
and-
good for.
5
Oh, yeah.
seconds
Boy, is she
remaining.
good at killing Chen creeps. I'll tell you what,
Yeah,
Mark.
I mean, that
That's
might
her
be all
life,
she's good for.
Reserve time.
I don't know. That's kind of interesting. It's Crystal Maiden Disruptor support duo. It's pretty good for roaming and getting kills.
Is
and
DC going to last pick Luna here?
Dude, I gotta say that Slark is even more tempting now for DC though.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
If only he had a diffusal
I
blade.
guess he's still
you
in
know,
the diffusal.
build.
I think like Luna Chen is one of those old combos that you always have to be wary of. The aura plus creeps knocking down those towers at like 10-minute mark.
It's got to be a Jug ban now at this point, though. With the Chen,
Yeah.
like with the healing ward, so much push.
Yep.
He can just spin from all the Crystal Maiden shit, spin from the Glimpse. It is the dopest of heroes currently.
The dopest.
10
Dank.
seconds remaining.
What about Weaver?
I was thinking about that too. I think Weaver's a fine
5
choice.
seconds.
Yeah, they
Everybody
could
loves
go.
Weaver.
They
He doesn't
for
push
DC.
that early, though. Well, I
They
mean,
could
okay.
put
The Blightstone is actually
Resolve
Resolution
time.
on Marana and then pick a Pugna mid.
Oh,
I think that would be okay, actually.
that
You
would
don't have
go
you don't really
dirty.
have a diffusal carrier, but
10
you just
seconds
finish the
remaining.
game before.
Yeah,
It even
before he's
matters.
relevant.
Yeah.
Alchemist.
Okay.
So they were thinking along the same lines, though. They were thinking the exact same thing, where it's just be Alch mid and give Rezo the Rana.
Yeah. And the cool
I mean,
thing
he
about that
doesn't
Alchemist
play
is
Marana that often though.
they could build him like fighting Alch, or you could just sort of get yourself some late game, and there's a lot of good Ags upgrades here. I think that's a warranted ban.
Mm-hmm. I'm down
10
for it.
seconds remaining.
DC will have the luxury last pick, as now it goes to NP, looking for
5 seconds.
some
Razor
sort of a
or
core.
Invoke.
Their
Invoker.
mid laner, I would imagine. It's their mid, or if they want to say Naga mid, but I think it's their mid laner.
It's the
Invoker,
Invoker.
Oh,
yeah.
it's the Invoker.
Hello, Dark Artistry fans.
You
Game
too.
flip. Oh God. Anti-mage.
Okay.
right. Okay.
So they're going for the. Hope you guys are ready for a long game.
Yeah, this game's gonna be 40 plus minutes easily.
Jesus.
What are you saying? You don't have to guess it. I do.
Yep. No, I'm looking
Oh,
forward
yeah, I
to
bet
this
some other
12-hour
sucker probably
broadcast
has
mod.
to,
It's gonna be
too.
Great. Okay. Wow.
Interesting.
This reminds me of the Escape series that we saw when they picked Lone Druid in Game 1. We're like, it's elimination mode, and they have picked 3 heroes that have yet to be debuted in multiple 3-game series. DC kind of doing the same thing here. Shen, Anti-Mage, 2 unpopular choices in elimination mode so far.
Yeah. I mean,
What do you think, Shen? Are you feeling confident, Shen? And do you see these picks and you're like, oh, yeah, they're going to fuck them? Or do you see these picks and you're just like, Jesus, boys, for fuck's sake.
I shouldn't comment.
No comment.
Doesn't want to lower team
No,
morale or
I
something.
have no idea.
I
have
think
no
that answers
freaking
the
idea.
question.
Yeah.
It's EM. I think Anti-Mage owns Invoker later in the game, obviously, but anything can happen. Naga is just going to be super annoying the whole game, though.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure on the Clockwork, it kind of feels like, too, to
Well,
like get
and
a
Clockwork's
lot of
a terrible
space.
hero, but
Well,
we'll
yeah,
see how it
exactly.
goes.
But if you hit the hooks, he looks so godlike still. So
I
it
don't
comes
know.
down to that, honestly. Pretty easy.
I really thought they were going to gravitate towards Lifestealer and do Infest Bomb stuff with Clockwork or, like Blink Dagger Lion, Infest Bomb Finger. A lot of cool setup there that they could have gone with, but I'm
Was
pumped.
Jug not picked or banned?
It was
Correct.
I think
not.
so.
It's still available for
That's-
game 2.
That's
Correct.
so strange. Huh.
I think they felt like they couldn't finish it early enough, I guess, right?
I guess
I
so.
mean, the build with Jug these days is actually feels harder to carry than Naga, honestly.
Like Manta
Then-
Diffusal, is that the build you're talking about?
Yeah, it's so dirty.
Yeah.
You don't even have to deviate from the normal build these days to counter Omni Knight.
Well, I'm excited. I'm pumped to see a Chen in Game 1. I like watching Chen.
He's fun if he can hit his rotations, but sometimes he just gets ganked in the jungle about 5 or 6 times, which might happen, but
This should be a pretty cool Game 1. I think this one comes down to execution more than anything else. Both drafts are a little bit different. We are going to get into Game 1 momentarily here, folks. Lobby about ready to go.
Do we have the necessary people in channels?
Yep.
I don't really need to
Okay.
be in
Yeah,
the
the
channel.
mod account doesn't need to be in a channel. It just
Everything
needs
goes
to
through
obs.
this thing, so
Excellent.
We've got the cables wired up all nice and tight like, man.
yeah, it's I don't know, it's something.
Yep.
That's all I got.
Yep, that's great. So, all right, we're just waiting on the green light from NP. Who's pumped? Are you gonna be sad when this is over, Suns fan? Are you gonna be like postpartum
No,
depression?
I'm gonna start organizing season 3, bro.
That's what I'm talking
Atta
about. No
boy.
rest for the wicked, right? Fuck Thanksgiving. We're working straight through.
Yes, tomorrow, Thanksgiving, I will be working on Elimination Mode 3.0. That is top priority.
Wow, damn.
I will not be
We're
playing
going right
Secret
into the next
Hitler
season.
for
You're
10
Guys,
hours
hardcore,
check
straight.
this
bro.
Battle Cup team.
Oh,
Sixth
listen,
squad there,
who,
Suns fan.
Who cares
Thanks,
about
bro.
Thanksgiving? You know, I'm not going anywhere for Thanksgiving. It's fine. Listen, I don't have anybody to spend time with. I'm not sad. I don't
You know,
want to kill myself.
I am going to a Thanksgiving, actually. I was going to be just sitting at home, doing our thing, but, one of those Tinder dates worked out, and I got invited to a Thanksgiving. And I'm freaked out, man. I don't know what to expect. I've never been to a
Like a
strange
family
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving?
before.
Andy said the same thing. Like, when you go to somebody's house for Thanksgiving, the usual implication is that you're eventually going to,
You're pretty much getting married at that point. You're
Hey!
making babies.
Oh, no, guys, don't say that. I've only
Dude,
known her
You're
for a
going
few
to
weeks.
family Thanksgiving.
Listen,
you have to
you
meet
can
little
come-
Timmy.
How bad could it be?
You
You know,
can
You're gonna
say-
have to
No,
probably
it's not
babysit
that
little
bad
cousins.
it's not that bad if you have no family in town, though.
yeah. I have
think
I have
that's
zero
the-
family in town.
Same.
Yeah.
And the one that I'm going to is like 20, 25 people. It's going to be fucking chaos.
Hey, I'm gonna have my own little Chinese
What do
dinner
you do
tonight,
for a
tomorrow.
living?
Oh,
I
God.
talk into a computer.
I can't wait to
about
have
They're
that
gonna ask
conversation
you-
20 times.
No, my favorite thing is when you say exactly what you do, they don't understand, and then they ask you for tech support.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the best.
I can't wait to help somebody with their Android phone. I have an iPhone. That was an Apple joke.
Good joke.
Ha ha ha.
Good joke.
Joke's on you. You got an
Already
Apple
chuckled.
phone,
I heard the new
bro.
MacBook
Yeah.
Pro sucks, though. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just
By
going to
the way,
try to
shout
not
out
get drunk
to-
and be belligerent around her family and
I
call it a
think.
win.
Well, what?
Yeah, that
you're
would
gonna,
be a
you're
good
gonna Try
idea.
to not do that. I would do that in every situation.
Dinner is at 1 o'clock, so I guess that limits the
Oh
amount of
my.
pre-gaming time.
All right.
No, you could pregame.
Can I?
You
I
could
need
wake
to go
up
on
and
a
start
rant
pre-gaming.
here.
Oh, a rant.
People
Excellent.
that have Thanksgiving dinner at 1 p.m. disgust me. It's wrong.
Yeah, that
Okay.
is.
Just
It's supposed to be
incorrect.
dinner, for God's
Who
Yeah,
sake.
failed to
that's
load?
not right.
God damn.
Oh my.
Someone's fired.
Do we have Chinese casters in here?
Hello. A wild.
Kick all obs, please.
Oh,
Sir
hey,
Action
it's Slacks.
has joined us for I don't know 10 minutes or something.
Wait, Slacks, wave.
I
Oh,
thought he
good.
was at the airport.
What?
Slacks, what would we do without you?
What?
What?
Yenward Sea Skipper sends his regards.
Yenward Sea Skipper.
He's not dead, by the way. He's coming back. Here, you can take this one, and I'll go over there.
Yeah,
Yes.
you have literally
Switch
10
the
seconds
overlays
until
so
we
that
load
we
to
can,
the game.
We can make this switch not look.
What do you want to do?
He wants to be on this one. I'll be over there.
Oh, okay. Guys, check out this sick bracket. Look at
All
this.
right,
It's
I'll
going to
be
be
back.
DC versus NP coming up in match L. Winner of this going to OG, the next raid boss. And wait, we've got wait, what's that? Oh, a wild Sir Action Slacks appears. Whoa.
How you doing?
And
Suns fan, you know what shirt I'm wearing, don't you, baby? What does my travel shirt look like, Suns
Yeah,
fan?
it's the blue raggedy collar-ish shirt. No, it
Yeah!
doesn't have a collar. It kind of does.
I wear this
It's
bitch
like a
every time I get on a
half-eaten color.
plane.
It's like the dog just shit all over it.
Fuck you.
ripped it apart.
Hey, are we getting
That's the
into
shirt
this
you're
game?
wearing.
Holy shit.
well, we're trying.
Thanks for joining us, Slacks.
We failed to load. Compliments of the Russian broadcasters. Hello, RU Hub. I'm looking at you.
Whoa, how do you know that ain't STVL?
Because Light of Heaven just said, sorry, that was our guy. We'll be back in a minute. They admitted to it. They
that's
copped
the
it.
CIS drama, baby.
Whoa.
Holy shit, what
Lol.
the fuck? Oh, like these kids know what they're doing. They're
Oh,
crazy.
God. Slacks, since you missed the draft, you're joining us now. What do you think? Who's taking game one, buddy? We need a bold prediction.
Holy Christ. A
Yeah, who you
Naga on
subbing for,
MP
in
and
theory?
an Omni Knight? They're actually fucking dead. Sorry, Suns fan. DC
Oh
is
my
screwed.
God.
You're
Slacks,
done.
whose sub are you?
What kind of
in
dumbass
spirit.
lets MP get Naga? Have you not read my emails? Their team name is called Naga Please. That's all they do.
He tried to help, dude, and this is what you get.
Fuck.
He tried his hardest. All right, gang, we've got some wild casters for this one. It's going to be Mott and Mott packs. Oh, my God. The
I
Mott
hate
first
casters.
series.
Oh, this snooze fest?
The Mott
What?
men
No.
cometh.
All right. Well, we got that done with and over with. Thank God we're finally into the game, so I don't have to listen to these idiots anymore.
Oh, just kidding. I'm still here. Oh. Well, we are in for a wonderful treat, my friend.
Yes. Well, you say that, but I mean, have you seen the heroes in this game?
No, this is going to be great. We get a Chen, lots of early rotation, some pressure on that mid lane.
Yo, listen, Trent. When I see elimination mode, I expect the most crazy type of Dota you can get, and we have AUI on a Furion, so or not a Furion, excuse me, a Naga. I got the two heroes confused, but I mean, let's be honest here.
They all do. They do the same thing. They push some waves. They kill some creeps. It's
Yeah,
all
exactly. Sorry.
Yeah, but
And
think about it. You got
Andrew's-
Moon Meander. This guy is like the craziest offlaner in the scene, right? He just does whatever. Do you think this guy wants to buy an Iron Town? Never in his life. And he's on the Clockwork. I mean, this is like the hero that this guy probably wants to play, but he can't because he's kind of shit. But it's elimination mode, and all the offlaners are banned.
because
So he gets to be Clockwork.
I mean, I'm
know-
sure he's stoked about that.
Yeah, you can be sad about the Naga and the Animage. I can agree, but we gotta look at the bright spots
You
here.
can, and you will.
All right.
Yes, there are some indeed. I'm being a little facetious and I'm joking a little bit. I am excited for this series. It's really hard to not be hyped for DC versus NP. You have some of the best players on their best heroes in the game. This is a rivalry that is starting to become a big thing here. in the Dota 2 seed. So we'll see how things are shaped up as we get into the laning phase. We'll have Misery helping out Weehaw in the mid lane for the time being. He's going to be jungling, but so far the lane's shaping up to be exactly as we expected. The off-lane Omni Knight, the off-lane Clockwork you talked about, and already some wards coming out here in the Radiant jungle. One blocking the camp, the hard camp blocked for Misery, and he's going to know it. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that one's down. He's got no gold for sentries. Anyone rocking any here? I don't think they have any left. Oh, Lion's got one left. All right, so maybe Saxo will come over and give him a hand with that. But yeah, rough time for Misery.
Yeah, it's not going to be fun. It is not going to be fun. But looking at the other lanes, too, this is Earth Spike coming out. Looks like Purification. MS is fun going toe-to-toe. Resolution.
I don't know, man. This is like he just has to go home now.
Yeah, Mana Break. He has a Salve, he has a Mango, but like that's not the best start for him in that lane.
Actually, I guess that's what he has to do, right? Because he's got his 4-man shield, he's got his Mango. So now, at this point, he has no mana left, so they can't do as much damage. He can't heal, but at least he can, like, sit around here. And he's not going to get super nuked down by Rezo, so at least he can contest last hits for a while and try and do this as much as possible until Saxa has some levels.
What do you feel about this mid lane matchup, though, right now? The Invoker, Envy's doing rather well. Like, he is Quas Exort, and I feel like Mirana will be able to scale up and do a little bit better eventually when she gets Starstorm, but I feel like this should be going okay for Envy here.
Yeah, I think for the most part, it's just going to be pretty happy time. You can expect the pressure to come out. It looks like Misery's going to possibly head top first.
He's
Sending his Golem on over, just scouting.
This smoke is going to be dissipating soon. Looks like he won't find anything for now. He could wrap in and look for Envy. Envy.
So, yeah, they have Arrow. Maybe waiting till Weehaw's 3. Nope,
He's got the Golem, the Mud Golem to throw out the boulder, but the arrow is going to get blocked, but he's going to jump in anyways. Misses the arrow. The Fairy Fire comes. Still might have the damage. Going to try to get off the Cold Snap, but he gets the kill. Weehaw will find the first blood. Cold Snap might bring down Misery. The tower hit gets the kill. So he does get his return. SVG, the double Golem. Look at the damage coming out. One more auto attack. He's sitting at 12 HP. SVG narrowly survives the Golems. They were running amok. That was actually crazy. He almost freaking destroyed him.
Yeah, that was a tough arrow, I think, because obviously there was a Forge Spear blocking from Envy, and he went for this leap play, but I think if he threw it directly straight, the back line of the arrow would have caught it anyway, so that's why he went on that weird angle. Like, it looked odd, but I understand why he threw it that way. Plus, they got the kill anyway.
MSS hexed up, no mana left. Mana break, doing a lot of work. Good.
Really doesn't want to burn his Mango.
No Earth Spike for 4 minutes. He's going to use the Mango. He gets off the Purification. Soxon now slowed up. He has enough mana for an Earth Spike. He just got it. They should get this kill, and they will. Resolution. Soxa just narrowly had the mana to get that Earth Spike off. That was crazy.
Pops the clarity for it, too. Just like, oh, yeah, we got this.
Swag. It's like it's literally right next to my face, Andrew. I don't know what you want me to do. It's like, all right, I'm just literally my face is on top of the microphone. I mean, but you feel all right. It was like
professional studio, guys.
It was like that. All right, why are we yelling at it? Can I cast the Dota game? Excuse me. Hello. Jeez.
Meanwhile, Moon Meander's running on Rose here. By the way, I saw his jersey. It says Rose. I'm in. I'm just going to call him Rose.
Is it?
You know? 1437's dead.
No.
Nah, he said he doesn't care, but once I saw that jersey, I don't know, it was pretty swag,
listen,
dude.
I'm going to keep calling him 1437. If he comes to me and says, call me Rose.
No, he specifically said, I don't care, call me whatever, so you just do you, man.
All right. Well, I will call him. I will continue to call him 1437 or 1437, depending on how I feel at that given point in time.
Are you denying him being a beautiful flower?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's better.
All right, looking at the CS, though, the Anti-Mage and the Naga, even in CS at this point. Clockwork actually getting a fair bit, 16 last hits. Moonmeander is doing a great job. He actually is going for the extra points player. There's the glimpse back, however. They have the Riptide. There is no net, but the Frostbite will come. Kinetic Field as well. Pops the Cogs. He looks like he will get away from this because of the Cogs. They can't chase him down. He didn't have any region other than a Fairy Fire, and he stays alive and also gets 2 CS out of it as well.
Man, what a player.
Yeah, really.
I mean, he got a little bit of help from the Chen up top, of course, but overall his last hits are kind of insane. So great start from Moon. He's already 5, going to try and get his way up to 6, and then that's when the rotation shall begin.
And he even flares SVG walking over, knowing that he's put that ward down as well. Weehaw should probably know that something is amiss here. Meanwhile, Shed continue to jungle, has the Wild Wing Ripper. That's not really great for disables, but it'll do some nice damage to creeps, and maybe if they can get an arrow on Envy, it'll help out. But for now...
Look at this sneaky twister.
Yeah. It's going to get him. Envy's like, you've got to be kidding me. I don't want to deal with this tornado right now. Envy, uh-oh, Penitent's coming out. That's going to be more than enough damage with the Starstorm double proc coming in. No arrow necessary. Very good right click. Easy stuff. I was just joking about that Wild Wing Ripper rotation, but Ken rotates in, doesn't even need a creep.
Oh. Good, close one. SVG out of tango, so we couldn't go for any sort of like a cut-through glimpse play or anything there. Obviously only level 1, so
Yeah. Not
gotta be
enough range.
pretty close.
So it's been a pretty good start for DC. They've gotten a couple of kills on the board. They have the anti-mage farming rather well. I don't know. This looks pretty good for the Radiant team, all things considered here.
Yeah, I think both teams are relatively happy, but Radiant, of course, when you look at the net worth, it seems more apparent that they're doing well. But Invoker is more of a catch-up hero, you'd
Right.
probably say, compared to someone like Mirana, who needs that nicer start, get into the Aghanims, have that farming mechanism, whereas Envy's just going to pick up his Midas, start split pushing, and...
Envy went for the Blightstone also. How do you feel about that?
Oh, it's great, right? I mean, syncs up with your Fort Spirits, it's a lot of additional damage.
Yep.
It's just, I think it's just going to be one of those kind of common builds now at this point.
Yeah, that item's actually just... It feels a lot stronger than it is. I mean, whenever you pick it up on something like a Weaver or any real right-clicking hero early on in the game, it feels like you're doing a lot more significant damage with it. But, yeah, they're going to have it for Envy. MSS is constantly out of mana in this bottom lane. He has a stick, and that is it. No Arcanes, no Soul Ring, and it'll be a while before he has them. So
Yeah, I would say that's a little bit concerning, would be like the general state of the Omni Knight. Like, can you imagine what Invoker wants to do in the mid-game, where he likes to be more split pushing around the map, doing those kind of shenanigans? So does Naga. So, like, who's actually going to be fighting with this Omni Knight? You can understand it's a great defensive hero, but in terms of, like, actually applying some pressure onto DC and trying to slow down someone like this AM, it seems like they're going to be too busy just trying to muster any sort of a defense up against this Chen. Like, Misery's already pushing in top, and they're just gone.
yeah,
Like, CM has to go home.
see you later.
Naga's hiding in the trees.
This is the problem with the CM. She's not. I mean,
Moon's on the hunt.
CM gets hit like twice, so a wind blows on her, and she's just like, I'm out of here. I'll see you later. SVG's rotated mid as well, so he's trying to help out Envy. There is another rotation coming in. There is a Dire Observer Ward, but it is on the low ground. Moon Meter, hook shot. He's going to connect it. Now the Cogs flims back in. Battery Assault won't be there. And the Cold Step, Weehaw misses the leap. He's in trouble. Moonlight Shadow avoids the Sunstrike.
Nice.
Still, they have detection. No, it looks like he might be okay. The Thunderstrike, but it's the Crystal Nova. They follow the path of the Thunderstrike. Get the kill. And so what was a gank that was being set up by DC goes woefully wrong and turns into a death for poor Weehaw.
Yep, not a good start for the Clockwork.
Nope.
First rotation is a failure. That was a tough one, though. And then the second rotation coming in from Rose, too, just to help out. And look who's the ones applying pressure at this point. Rather excellent. This is the kind of stuff that they need, though, right? Like, actually applying pressure outright is hard for NP, but if they can counter with good rotations, they have a better chance of this.
The hero's hitting the tower.
Oh,
Oh,
Envy!
that arrow was great. Do they have rotations coming in? They have a TP coming through from, well, at least Mirana's already there. Good Earth Spike. Do they have the damage? He's going to get hexed up as well. Another raindrop block. One more auto attack. He'll fall. Sunstrike. Zaxa won't back into it. SVG trying to deny himself. Weeha's got the Starstorm. Arrow coming through. Doesn't hit. Good deny from SVG, so they don't give too many kills away. DC turn it around, and they get a much-needed pickup on Envy on that.
That's actually the worst. Like, not looking at your hero or something. You know, I got raindrops, I'm sure I'm fine, and then suddenly you've just been arrowed,
Yeah,
so...
and not only that, but the raindrop blocked two instances of damage, not just the one. So that's a couple of raindrop charges gone, and now the push coming in.
That's
DC
really
are
bad,
like,
too.
DC are like, listen, we'll show you how it works. They almost get Envy with that arrow getting set up by the TP.
Dude, he just summoned a Fort Spirit as he came in there to block that.
That's actually dirty. That's ridiculous. Weehaw still leaping away. Yeah, that's nuts. They could have. I mean, they might not have dove for that kill because there's 4 heroes in the vicinity, but that is still ridiculous. that Envy was
Honestly,
able
if
to
he
do
got
that.
arrowed, Weehaw might have died. He tried to die for the kill
Yeah, I
perhaps,
would
so.
say that's accurate.
So
Right.
it's not a big deal in
So-
the end, but...
Here's the problem with the NP push that they just did on that tier 1 tower mid. It was, okay, an Invoker pushing, and then a CM and a Disruptor, which not the best 2 pushing heroes in the game when it comes to supports. So they didn't get that much tower damage done. Actually, it's a fair bit now that you look at it. Still, setting everything up, very early stage of this game. Anti-Mage right now, 73 last hits. Resolution is almost perfect, if not perfect, so far in this landing phase when it comes to CS. And boy, is he going to have an early Battle Fury.
MSS just bails out of bottom. Do they have a smoke or something coming? They must. No? Oh, yeah, they do. Smoke coming on the courier. So
Yeah, it's gonna
MSS
be-
just, like, repels himself and TP's mid.
Awkward.
But he's got the levels now. He's got 3 points in the purification. Pretty badass pure damage there. Looks like they're pointing down towards the bottom lane. And, of course, with the CM Aura, it is kind of nice for someone like an Omnia who struggles with the mana issues. SVG soaking top because Naga's doing Naga things in the jungle. He's actually back in the fountain at this point.
Saxa almost runs into MSS and Rose. They'll have another hero TP down bottom. That is going to be AUI 2000. No ensnare
where's-
yet. They have Song ready to go. Resolution
This seems
might see the
so-
smoke break. They know where he
so
is.
difficult.
Resolution. Blink not going to be there. Sunstrike going to come. Purification. Still alive, and he's fine. Weehawk gets a kill on SVG in the top lane in the meantime. And I think that's it. I think he's fine. He's just going to walk out, regen up with the Perseverance, maybe go back home for a little bit. And in the meantime, DC, while that time is being wasted by NP, they find themselves a tower. Meanwhile, mid lane, looks like there's some heroes encroaching. Looking to try to fight. Weehawk is going to use the Moonlight Shadow of the Earth.
Nice
Like they will
rotation.
find another kill here on poor Invoker. Envy dying 3 times, I believe. 4, actually, to start this game off. MSS came through, but it was a little too late. Couldn't get the Purification off. Moonlight Shadow still up. He'll repel himself, and so that'll be the end of it. But again, another death on Envy, which is, it's not great.
Yeah, it seems like NP, they knew that push was coming in the top lane, so they tried to make something like beneficial for their squad out of it. So they try and like hunt down Resolution, but I'm sure they knew it was going to be nigh impossible to grab him. They were just hoping to slow down his farm overall. Like until SVG's 6th, that's just not going to be that favorable of a rotation for them. And then he comes down with like the actual Static Storm. Maybe they can do something at that point, but great play by Rezo to just head mid and be like, it's not like I'm going to take any damage, so it doesn't matter from at 20% HP. And did he end up getting the swipe too? Yeah, he got the extra gold for himself. So that whole rotation to slow down his farm just ends up being nothing as he rotates mid and grabs the kill.
Yeah, that's huge. He's very close to it. He has his Battle Fury and 400 gold here, so we're looking at a 12-minute Battle Fury at this point, which is nuts when you have treads on top of it. He's having some very good farm.
And it's not even like someone else has been sacrificing a lot for that to happen, right? Like Weeha's still 2nd in net worth. And then 4th overall, it's Moon on a Clockwork.
Yeah, he's.
I mean,
done
he's
very
killing it.
well. He's gotten a lot of farm. That flare build that he went for, the max flare, is giving him a lot of CS. He's 1,500 gold. He's got a ring of regen. Whether or not he wants to get a 4-staff first remains to be seen. Everyone is grouping up here for NP. They are giving. We haven't talked much about AUI, but he's starting to get up there. You do have Arcane Boots. You have 2.4k gold in the bank, so the relic is not that far off.
And we have Static Storm now too.
Yeah,
so.
they just got 6 on some of these heroes. They're still not 6 in the CM. Not that they need it that much. The experience lead is definitely going.
Oh, look
for
what
DC.
he's doing. He's trying to find them with the illusion. He's patrolling it back and forth. I think he knows. He's pinging.
That's
Yo,
awesome.
Weehawk God, dude.
There's some ridiculous plays being made in this game right now from both sides. And so they can't find a kill with the smoke, and they will take the tier 1 tower. TP will come in from Moonmander if he wants to set up for a hookshot. He can, but there's a war that scouts him out. Rose into the tree line. Moonmander is going to run right into him. Battery assault. He walks away. Will walk back in. Cogs not necessary. Arrow. Easy kill with the Starstorm providing him the last hit. They will grab that tier 1 tower, but they do still lose something on top of it.
They have a hook on Envy.
Yeah, if they want to
it.
go for it. Again, there is that war that was scouting out Moonmander. That should be the end of it. Again, though, they're giving so much room. Look at this Anti-Mage now in the top lane. His Battle Fury done, plus an extra 200 some odd gold. He'll buy some raindrops, and we'll see if he goes into that lads next.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm liking it, but good pressure as well, though, by NP, just to make sure they knock down a tower for themselves. So that's going to be more gold heading their way. Envy, that's the Midas now. All right, so definitely way later than he'd like, but at least it's there at this point. And even a Moonlight Shadow forced out, and they're all under tower anyway, so not a big deal for the Dire. Be happy about this. 3k gold on AUI. It's not doing too shabby. I want to say, I do really
That's
love
an
that flare
ensnare.
build that you pointed out, too.
All right, they're not going for anything.
Oh, it's okay, yeah. But really smart, right? Because up against the Naga in lane, Battery Assault is just so useless with illusions, plus the fact that there were double supports up there most of the time anyway, so it was going to be very difficult to get like a solo kill on one support or anything like that, and the flare really has helped out his farming. Like, this is some of the most last hits you'll ever see on a clock.
Yeah, for sure. And they're playing 5-man now. They're scared of the Clockwork Hookshot. They're scared of getting initiated on by Moonlight Shadow, Starstorm. Now they're starting to ungroup, I should say, get out and just do their own thing. And Resolution is already going to get blinked back towards that tier 1 tower. He got so much gold out of those, couple of minutes where he wasn't touched. And it is going to be the 4-step for Moonmander as well. DC are in a very good spot, man. Like, they have a ton of net worth here. 7,500 net worth advantage, Trent, at 14 minutes in. That's nuts.
I'm liking it. Bring back Clockwork, guys. Make him great again. He's got that 4-staff. He's ready to make some plays. Chen's coming. Let's see. Do they have Dust? I do not believe they have the Dust. So
I'm going to build mech. Misery has 1,500 gold. He can start getting towards it. Put some more towers, perhaps. Saxa already has a blink dagger. I don't know if you pointed this out or not, but That's a
I
line
did
with a
not.
Blink Dagger at 14.
That
minutes
is
in the
intense,
game.
man. We're talking about all the space being made for the Clockwork, and like his last hits. Knocks at Dota.
The Chen is the lowest net worth on this team. Meanwhile, Fingers
Got
gonna
him.
come out. They will blow away Invoker again.
Yeah,
Envy is having
blink
one
stun.
rough game.
That's Tranquils now for Saxa.
And this tower's
And-
gone. I don't think they can defend this. Not without Envy
They-
anyway. They have
they
Song.
have Song and
They're
a
going to
Static
use it.
Storm.
They're going to set this up. They're going to try to find something here. Let's see if they can find these two heroes. Static Storm on top more than likely. Pop the repel, and this is trouble already. They can't get out. Good hand of God. Might be able to save Weehaw. Pops the stick. They're both alive. Triple R spike. The Star Storm.
Oh
They
my
blow him
God.
away. Resolution pops the Mana Void as well. AUI. He cannot get out. You are stuck in the corner, my friend. 5 dead. Oh, no. I can't believe they survived that hand of God. The stick charges. More than enough. That's insane, and they wiped them. That's a huge fight for DC. Wow.
They look fantastic this game. Like, Saxa, what an Earth Spike, dude. Catches 3 heroes trapped in the corner and then manages to blink himself away, too. I mean, even if he died to that Riptide, it would have been worth, but no one falling. 12-2, 16 minutes in. Another tower to fall.
Yeah.
More AoE gold flooding around the map.
That gets them 12,000 net worth advantage, Trent. I mean, you have
That's
a Naga.
pretty good with an AM.
You have a Naga. The game is really never over when you have a Naga, but damn, does it feel very tough for NP at this point. So,
And look at Misery's gold, too. I think he's doing the VP route, right? Where they just go for this Aghanims if you're that far ahead.
I mean, you might
You
as
just-
well.
You skip right over the mechanism.
You only need a little bit more for Misery. Like,
Yeah,
he could
I think
farm
he's
it
just
in the
gonna go
jungle.
straight to it.
Yeah.
I mean, get up into the those auras, right? Like, ancient creeps are a hell of a thing. You can help counter the split push of the Naga too with the dragon.
He went the
Oh,
mech.
all right, yeah,
went
but he
the-
was definitely
the
thinking
safer
about it
route.
though, because he was holding 2,700 gold. So
He just buys it outright, though. He doesn't have to go for any of the components. He literally just buys it outright, which is great. Moonmeander finds the hook shot. It looks like it will be Rose getting caught. The battery sold. Easy kill. Forced out and away for Moon. And with that, he'll just go back on to just farming up, and he's up to 1,900 gold. So all of these heroes getting so much gold after that last fight. The AM's getting closer and closer to Manta style. We already talked about the mech now, the Moonmander Clockwork, and really there's just not that much from him. Envy's died 5 times, so even with this Midas, he's not getting that much. I mean, he is 4.9k. Saxa almost has more net worth than this Invoker does right now.
yeah, and then you look at like the Omni Knight, the poor guy. He just has nothing to do this game. He can't farm up very quickly. He's getting out CS by a Clockwork. Is generally not a good sign for any offlaner.
That is also not a good sign. The Aghanim Scepter being completed for Weehaw. They have just about everything they need to start really putting the pressure on in this game and taking this last outer tower, this last tier 2 in the mid lane.
Yeah, you think about ways back in this game for NP2, and Roche is not just a classic NP strategy, where they always love to sneak a Roche when they're a little bit down, but any team that has like an Invoker, right? You're trying to find that moment to go on in there, but they have a Clockwork. It's just impossible. Like, there's so much vision. He can just non-stop. Anytime that Moon doesn't see some heroes on the map, like the Invoker's just missing, he's just like, okay, I'm just gonna play a Roche, you know? Just make sure they're not in there.
Yeah,
And,
there's
yeah.
too much to deal with. And the Naga, I shouldn't say still doesn't have a Radiance. It's not like it's been the worst game for the Naga, but hook shot, Envy caught again. Cancel TP, Earth Spike. Battery Soul followed by the Hex. Easy pickup.
They don't even need to drop the detection. They've just got so much CC, right?
Yeah.
Like the blinking lion plus the clock, so much mobility, so much lockdown. Misery's still not even involved this game. He's like, yeah, I bought my mech. I've used it on my creeps so far this game, and now I'm going to build my way into the Aghanim Scepter anyway.
His Hand of God did, I think, save that fight. I mean,
Yes, for sure.
obviously you should be using it as the Chen in that situation, but he did pop it off at a great time, and now they will have to deal with the Radiance Naga, so sooner rather than later, this is going to get a bit more annoying for them. However,
Damn, dude. When you're farming the enemy
no,
ancients
Rose,
at
don't
19
go.
minutes,
Oh, Battery Salt and Cogs and Seal. That's just it. Dominating streak from Moonmeander now. His axe is 400 gold from completion as well. Dear Lord.
4 staff Aghanims.
I mean, they can't
No
walk
blade
out
mill
of the base.
required.
Trent, they can't walk out of the base right now, really. I mean, look at where they're positioned. You know, this is like the furthest part they can go, essentially.
And you look at the heroes who are like abusing this space around the map too, right? Because they have the Mirana who can just nuke waves instantaneously, the AM as well. They have the constant mobile threat from the Clockwork plus the Lion. So you're right, they really are just stuck in the base. But
Earth Spike, they found the Naga, Finger of Death as well. Resolution not trying to get caught by Song. There's good at the repel. Looks like they might finally get a kill. And it will be Soxa. They'll drop 2 sentries. Blink, can he get it off inside? Static
they're
Storm
coming.
there. Purification. They're trying to fight this. They will lose the line. Hand of God not being used. They don't want to use it just yet. They're going to save it. Everyone's going to get back in the base. Song now down. That is still a kill. A kill's a kill. And it's at 20 minutes into the game with how farm this line is. It will net them 950 gold total across the board.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't go for that. You can see Moon as well as Weehaw moving over, and they were just like, yeah, we could engage on this, but like the Aghanims is flying out to Moon. Do you really want to engage into a fight at that moment? Especially one under their tower. Like, despite Song being down, it'd still be very risky, and Moon maybe even a little riskier.
Repel coming out, as well as Purification to make sure he stays alive. Force Staff not to the low ground. It looks like Moon's gone in too hard. His axe is done, so he's got another use to that hook shot, but here comes Rezo. Pops the Mana Void. Envy is going to be next. He gets destroyed by Weehaw and Resolution. Even when they all fight, it's just not enough whatsoever. And DC clean up yet another engagement. Anti-Mage, by the way, picking up a Diffusal Blade, which I love. I mean, it's a little bit uncommon, but I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about up against the Omniate, of course, so makes perfect sense. Nice early aggressive item, plus your Manta style builder anyway. And that is a 21-minute Midas here for our Omni Knight. I mean, got to do something, I suppose. And what else is really going to help in this game?
We've given MSS a lot of praise in the past couple of weeks, especially, back in North Arena. He's had a bit of a rough game here. Not by any
I mean,
fault
he
of his
can't
own.
do anything
Yeah,
this game, though.
it's
Like,
not his
this
fault.
hero is just useless.
It's not like MSS is playing badly. It's not that whatsoever. It's just that this is a very rough game for him to be in to begin with. And really,
Yeah.
that's kind of how it is for NP as a whole. They really need to extend this game, and they still can. They haven't lost racks yet. But as we hit a pause here, Trent, I mean, it's 17-4 at 21 minutes in. I mean, DC look like they've got this in the bag if they can take another good fight.
Yeah, it's almost a 20k lead. It's like 19-some right now. That'll be rush them as well. I highly doubt they're going to get here in time. Even if they did, what are you going to do?
Oh. The age is picked up for Anti-Mage, and now this gets tougher and tougher. Diffusal Blade very close to completion. Clear out some creep waves, and once they have that, they can really start being aggressive and, of course, taking out that GA, that repel. And again, you cannot get out of the base if you're NP. You really can't do anything. You have to hope to God you can get a good song initiation or maybe start something off with an invoker. But at this point right now, like the only thing they're getting is maybe this tier 1 tower top lane, which is getting pushed in by creeps. But the flares will keep it pushed out. There's the Diffuse Blade done, and I think we're going to see a high ground push here any moment now, Trent.
Yep, they have the Aghanims, or rather the Aegis, so the question is, how do you want to siege this base as DC? We've already kind of determined that they're not going to leave the base, so pickoff seems pretty unlikely. It's just going to be illusion, split pushing, while Envy handles the things that actually make it to the base, dividing all your gold up between those two cores. Misery is now circling the top. Looks like he's saying that he wants that pressured in, or maybe they're just going to do it via flares. Oh, the tower, top tower, catapult! Saved. All right,
Wow.
7 HP.
Oh my, 7 HP. Someone go deny that thing. Resolution, please. I'm begging of you. Do it.
Envy's on a mission right now. He's like, I'm going to ghost walk that tower. I'm going to take that
Is he
gold
not
for
gonna
my
deny
team.
this? Resolution, no.
Oh, he's spotted out too.
Oh, Envy has been seen. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, he wants this tower so bad. This is so green.
Refusal, and he has to ghost walk. They could, he's really slow. He only has 1 point in Wax. If they rotate it up and...
Yeah, he's so far away though.
Did he use a diffusal charge for that? No, okay, I thought he did for a second. Oh, he did actually. He did use one. Wow.
Yeah, it looked like he did, but either
He
way,
had an Abyssal
come on, Envy, get the tower. You've come this far.
Blade. Yo,
Oh,
he's
going.
going for it, man.
This is it, the dream.
Oh,
He's got notes on
Resolution.
cooldown though.
Get the deny. Oh, he's actually... And that crushed Envy's dream so badly. He's like, I'm going to get this tower. We're going to get back in the game. And Resolution just kills his Forge Spirits. And then all of a sudden the tower's gone. He's like, damn it. I just needed something going our way. That's
So close.
not the case. Damn, dude. This line now with the Force Staff as well. Aghanim Scepter might be what they're waiting for here on Misery, which I believe is flying out, or at least it's about to. He has 2 of the components. He needs the 3rd, which he will get from this Ancient stack. And then he can start doing some crazy shenanigans here.
Yeah, what do we got? I think the dragons are still on their side, so pretty patient here. But time, you definitely want to go high ground with the Aegis. Like about 3.5 minutes left. There was a little bit of perhaps time, quote unquote, wasted top lane chasing after Envy, just in the sense that they did get the deny, but that's a lot of time when you were essentially sieging high ground.
Envy, or rather, Resolution has the Vanguard now. So at this point, it's going to be harder and harder to kill him. Hand of God, ready to go. You have he wanted the the granite golem, I would imagine. But it's just
Oh, he's in?
a hook shot coming in. The Aghanims forced out Song.
Oh, that's
used
great.
defensively. The arrow comes through, stunning up the CM. Meatball's gonna get dropped down. Static Storm. This could be the fight they need. Hand of God's ready. They'll pop it. Still, they get Starstorm up. Resolution slow. So too is Soxa. Mana Void almost bringing down 2. The GA coming out. They bring down at least MSS. They're looking for more. Jumping in. Resolution wants heavy. Diffusal charge. See you later. And the finger blows up another. The Hex is up. Starstorm. Weehawk coming through. 4 dead. 5 dead. Buybacks aplenty.
Oh, no,
Resolution still hasn't lost his Aegis, and Envy can't do anything about it.
He
He
almost
thought for
went.
half a second to dive the well. Resolution, it's not needed, my friend. He is going to work now in the tower. And again, another amazing setup here for NP, but they just don't have the damage yet to be able to bring these heroes down. This will be certainly a set of racks gone. Sunstrike will blow
That
away
was
the
a nice
Aegis.
angle.
Resolution's laughing as anti-mages currently, and now they will get this racks and head right towards mid and try to finish this game off. Well, Trent, I think that might be it.
DC Dota.
Yeah. Crushing it. Starstorm throws. Going for anything. There's the Basher. Picked up for Resolution. They haven't found Weehawk. TP's not going to be successful. Good job. They bring it down for 64. They get the melee racks mid. And NP aren't dead yet. They won't lose all of their racks. They do get a kill on the...
The Mirana? Hello?
PKB.
Oh, there you are. I lost you for a moment.
Oh. Anyway. Yeah, that is something.
Are you guys blowing up over there or what?
No, we're okay.
Oh, okay,
We're
good.
fine.
Yeah, I don't. This, you can definitely see, like, right from the start, we kind of were just like, all right, so Invoker, Naga obviously lost space. What does the Omni really do this game? And he has not had a chance to shine at all. They just, you can see how he works, like, defensively, where if you overcommit, there would be a ton of punish. Like, if the Clockwork goes too deep, there's not enough allies, that person just gets healed. And you can understand how someone like an Omni that could slow down that snowball is Moonmander again, just getting SVG here.
The lucky thing is he doesn't have...
Oh, wrong one, Moon! There it is!
There you go. Sentry came a little bit late. They got an Observer Ward down. Don't worry about it. They got that extra vision now that they really don't need because there's already a ward on the cliff. But Hookshot's ready again, and Rose has realized he's gone too far, and the Cog puts
So
back
greedy.
as well. Earth Spike, Penitence also helps secure the kill. Here comes Resolution. Guardian Angel is not ready for another 9 seconds or so.
The Abyssal's on its way on the courier. Hurry up!
And I
Gonna
think
kill an Omni here.
I think they're just going to get the racks. They have Song ready. Hookshot connects onto Envy again. Purification. Now the Song to start things off. At least for NP, they'll buy back at the CM. They don't have the Disruptor, which means no Static Storm available, or Kinetic Field, which is really a lot of
The
their
Repel
damage.
Freezing
Guardian
Field.
Angel, Freezing Field coming out, but that's not going to do much. The Yule Scepter catches Envy. See you later, Rose. Envy might be next force forward. They should have some sort of detection. They do drop the Sentry. It might be too late here. The Hex will come through. They drop the Fireball, the Earth Spike. He actually was just out of range of the Sentry, but still died. And that is it. The edge of the game. Guess what, Trent? We were wrong about how long this game was going to go. 27 minutes, that is a fast game considering the heroes in it.
Hey man, if the Chen gets his job done, that's what the game looks like, right? So all that pressure around the map, they just knock down the towers. Moonmander applying a lot of pressure himself too. Insane last hits, get up that early force staff. DC, this is like, they look so good this game.
They really do. An
I
impressive
mean, that was the
display.
Naga. They beat the Naga. But then again, it was a unconventional offlaner perhaps in that setup for NP. An offlaner they play, but maybe not the one that would have won the scenario thanks to the community bans there. So maybe DC seeing an opportunity like, what are they really going to do with this Naga without some of their favorite MSS heroes?
Yeah, I mean, MSS definitely had a rough game through no fault of his own, and you could say that for pretty much everybody in the game for NP. But really what it comes down to is that first game, DC crushed it. They kind of looked like the DC of old in that particular matchup. And we'll see if they can carry it through in game number 2. We'll see you guys in just a moment. We'll throw it to the ads and then back to the panel. We'll take a break.
Nick, we need help at B.
What?
We need backup at B, like, right now, dude.
What?
We need backup at B right now.
There's nothing wrong with my knee.
I'm not asking about your knees. I need help at B.
I don't need AT.
I need help at B.
Oh, that's what you were saying. My bad.
Don't let loud fans ruin your friendships. Quiet things down with the new Venturi Airflow and Static Pressure fans from Fractal Design. Click the link below for more details.
Hello guys, and welcome to this little tutorial that I have made about Meeple. If you didn't know me already, my name is Lizard.
I am Jesse. I will be bringing you some high quality educational content here on Pogno.
Hello, my name is Proxy and I'm here to teach you all about techies.